What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons and Nintendo and this new policy they have released telling companies, organizations, political parties to not put politics and push politics in the video game. And I think this is amazing, and this is exactly what so many other developers and so many other studios and companies in the entertainment industry need to follow suit with. We know they won't, but this is why Nintendo is so different, and this is why I love this company. I've been a fan of them for so long, and I'll continue to support them because of decisions like this. Now, Nintendo makes a lot of strange decisions. Sometimes they do stuff you're like, what the hell are you doing? Why did you do that, Nintendo? Why did you do this? Why did you name the Wii U the Wii U? The worst name in the history of video game systems. I guess some of the Xbox names now are competing with that, but the Wii U was such a disaster in terms of the marketing. I enjoyed the system. I loved the system. I had the system sitting right there. The system itself was great, but the marketing behind it was horrible. It was terrible. I didn't like the Wii. I obviously had fun with the Wii, but it was a short-term situation, and they just flooded the market with all this family-friendly bullshit that nobody cared about. There were some diamonds in the rough there with the Wii library, but generally that was a bad system and a gimmicky system. Nintendo makes a lot of questionable decisions sometimes, but ultimately they almost always stick the landing on their games. And if you're a fan of these IPs, if you're a fan of these characters, Nintendo stays within the rules of the world that they have created, generally speaking. And with the entertainment industry so overrun with identity politics and nonsense going on, it's nice to see that there is still a company out there that wants to preserve the video game experience for the customers, and we need so much more of this. Animal Crossing New Horizons, I enjoy it. It's not something I'm going to play on a consistent basis, but it for what it is, it works. I'm not really a big Minecraft person or anything like that, but I do enjoy Animal Crossing for what it is. It is a juggernaut. It is the best. It's the second best-selling game on the Switch right now, in behind Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it'll probably ultimately become the biggest-selling game on the system. This thing just will not stop. It's absolutely incredible. But with Nintendo issuing this statement, I think that it just continues to show that they are about the game, and they are about making their customers and their fan base happy, and that's something that we have seen lacking in the entertainment industry for so very long. So let's check out this article over on Bounding into Comics, and it's talking about the Nintendo officials issued a ban in Animal Crossing for political purposes. Nintendo has officially issued a ban on corporations and politicians using Animal Crossing New Horizons as a platform to promote their interest in an effort to preserve the experience for the millions of people enjoying the game recreationally. That says it all right there. Preserve the experience for the fans. They care about the fans. This is why Nintendo continues to be my favorite developer. This is why I continue to support Nintendo. So happy about it. The announcement came just weeks after, just weeks after the closing of the polls in the 2020 United States election, in which former Vice President Joe Biden used Animal Crossing New Horizons to host his own campaign island, which players could visit and learn more about the Democratic candidate's campaign. With less than 3 weeks until Election Day, we are continuing to reach out to voters across the country, wherever they are, including in Animal Crossing, said the Biden campaign director of digital partnerships, Christian Tom, told CNN during the island's unveiling. Exploring is at the heart of Animal Crossing, and we know that Biden headquarters will encourage players to explore all the ways they can plan to vote and on iwillvote.com and help elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. However, it seems that the Biden campaign's attempt to reach the youth vote may have backfired on not only them, but other corporate brands and politicians as well, as Nintendo's new guidelines specifically ask users to both refrain from bringing politics into the game and to not leverage the game as a marketing platform that directs people to activities or campaigns outside of the game, including directing people to a sales page, distributing coupons, sweepstakes giveaways, requiring consumers to follow social network services accounts, gathering customers' information, or other invitational activities. Nintendo also noted that users were not allowed to obtain any financial benefit from the game, including selling your own custom design or earning any advertising revenue within the game content. As is usual with such policies, Nintendo has also informed its players that if we see your activity is not following these guidelines or damaging or having bad influence on the community, we may ask you to stop such activity or usage of our content and take appropriate actions, including prohibiting your future business usage of the game. And that is beautiful. That is exactly what it should be right there. Now, and so basically if Nintendo steps in, and you know, everybody knows I'm a Trump supporter. And if Nintendo steps in and they ban someone for using MAGA or Keep America Great Again, I will be completely okay with that as long as they're doing it with Biden stuff as well. That is how it should be. If you're going to be fair, be fair. If you're going to have rules, then have rules. But if Nintendo bans MAGA and then allows Joe Biden or Kamala Harris campaign, that would be a huge problem. And that would be the equivalent of what we see with Twitter and Hollywood and Lucasfilm and so many other people in the entertainment industry. As long as you're consistent with your rules and your policies, I have no problem with that whatsoever. Ultimately, I don't want any of these politics in the entertainment industry. And what Nintendo is doing is showing that you can stand your ground on this stuff, and people are going to appreciate it. Nintendo continues to be an unrivaled success right now. The Nintendo Switch is selling like it's never sold before. We just had a report that the Nintendo Switch sold more copies, more hardware in Q3 of 2020 than any console has sold since 2009. That's how much the Switch is selling right now. The Switch is dominating. It is incredible. The hardware sales are incredible. The software sales are amazing. And, you know, we just saw it just recently, and I did a video on talking about Brie Larson and her involvement with Nintendo. And I covered each video talking about how Brie Larson is on message in the video. She's not bringing her left-wing nonsense into the videos. She's not spewing her crazy man hate or her racist views of 40-year-old white men. She's not doing that in these videos. They're not letting her push her politics on their platform. And they're still getting downvoted because Brie Larson's just such an incredibly unlikable individual, which is perfect. That's how it should be. Hold this woman accountable for her nonsense. But Nintendo is not having her spew her nonsense on their platform. And that is the best part of all of this. Nintendo continues to stay above the politics. They're not perfect. They have a lot of issues. Primarily, their online infrastructure is terrible, and they need to get that fixed. It's a disaster. The fact that we still have to add friend codes right now at this point in 2020, the fact that the servers are so crappy, the fact that the entire online experience is just a disaster is a problem. Nintendo is not perfect. But what they do well, they do better than anyone else. And the fact that they're willing to stand their ground and keep out of politics when literally every other company panders to this nonsense is a beautiful thing. So thank you, Nintendo, for continuing to be the standard in the video game industry. It would be amazing if other companies could follow this trend. But of course, they can't because they don't have the confidence in their IPs. They have to pander to nonsensical people and get all of the social media talking points, whereas Nintendo is confident in their brand. They're confident in the IPs that they have created, and they know that as long as they honor the customers that have kept them there, they will continue to grow, and that's exactly what's happening. Other than that, you guys have a great day. I have joined the Rumble account, or Rumble app, so it's kind of like I guess it's a YouTube alternative. Either way, I support alt tech, and I think you should too, and so many other people should support it. We have a BitChute here at Geeks and Gamers. We have a Rumble account now. I am on Parler. Obviously, we have Geeks and Gamers accounts on Twitter. But if you want to support us on these platforms, please do that. Over on Rumble, I'm D-Day Cobra, D-D-A-Y-C-O-B-R-A. Over on Parler, I'm at D-Day Cobra, and any support that you can give us on these platforms will be greatly appreciated. Geeks and Gamers continues to expand. We continue to have so many moving parts, and as I said in a recent upload here on this channel, I apologize for the lack of content on this channel. I understand we haven't been uploading as much here, but we have so many moving parts now at Geeks and Gamers that it's hard to keep up, and we are working on we're in the early process of developing an app for the website, and that's still a negotiation. I'm talking to many different developers. We have not made a decision yet. Many people have reached out, And you can continue to reach out to me if you're interested in working with us. It's jeremy@geeksandgamers.com. This is a process. It's going to take some time. We're going to take all of the time we can to make an educated decision on this, because it's a lot of money and it's a lot of development that we're looking to do. So thank you for that support. Obviously, my personal channel is doing well. Sports Wars is doing well. Park Hoppin's doing well. Our Twitch channel's doing well. The website's doing well. Everything is rocking and rolling. We have more moving parts than I can possibly imagine that I could never have imagined we would have this at this point in time. So the fact that we are at this level is incredible, and that is a thanks to all of you for the support that you have given us and the belief that you've had in me and this brand, and I thank you so much for that. And I'm finding a lot of enjoyment out of the fact that the people that hate me now, they can't even figure out what to point to now, because at one point they were saying, oh, the main Geeks and Gamers channel is struggling. It's over for them. And that is hilarious, because it just shows how stupid they are. They don't understand how many moving parts we have. We have things going on many different platforms all over the place. The success of Geeks and Gamers is more than I could have ever imagined. And the fact that the people that hate me now can't even find a place to point to figure out if we are successful or if we aren't is a beautiful thing. And that is a testament to all of you for the support you have given us, the belief you have had in me, the belief you've had in my team, and the support that we've had for this team and this amazing team we have. Thank you so much for that. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.